Good evening, everyone. This is not a usual letter, but an unusual letter from a 10-year-old girl to her daddy, seeking to understand herself 43 years later. Dear Daddy, now that you're sick, weak and fragile, needing help with your daily functions, do you finally know how it feels to have no control, no power, no say-so, and trusting a loved one to take care of you, to feed you, provide you, and most of all, to protect you? Do you finally understand the sense of trust you put in a family member, the reliance, the safety, the unconditional love? Is it finally time for you to understand? Is it finally time for you to grasp the gravity of what you did to me? Is it finally safe for 10-year-old Maryam to speak up? Is now a good time for her to share the secret that you told her never to tell? I will never forget how that hot August, 43 years ago, you called our maid Agnes and told her to come outside and call me. And I was playing with my peers. And like a little nice, naive girl, I ran to you and said, Daddy, here I am. And what did you say? You said, come in and lock that bedroom. And I said, I lock it, Daddy? And he said, yes. And then you asked a strange question. And I said, this was more like a demand. What? What did you just say, Daddy? Did my daddy just ask me to remove my panties? What is this? What is going on? Something is definitely wrong here. What is happening here? What is going on? Why? Why are you doing this to me? Are you reaching out to take off my panties? What is this I see? A part of my daddy's body that I have never thought was okay for me as his baby daughter to see? Or should I say his penis? And what's happening now? What is this thing touching me? Why is it touching me there? And why? Why, Daddy? What are you doing to me and why? When my gut feeling is telling me that something is definitely wrong, and you keep going on and telling me it's going to be okay and Daddy loves you, do daddies love their little babies like this? I feel there's something terribly wrong. Why is this man who is always beating my mommy touching me in this way? And then you finished your work. And you went into your pocket and you gave me a 10-shilling note. And like a little innocent girl, I took it. And hop, step and jump, I went outside with my peers again, caught my friend Eileen, and we went for ice cream. That's how innocent I was. Now, dear Daddy, it's 43 years now since that hot August day. Your little girl is now all grown up. This girl is finally strong enough to face you and stand up for the 10-year-old naive and innocent Maryam. This girl here is standing in front of complete strangers, sharing this difficult experience, exposing herself to judgment, misunderstanding, and prejudice, not because she's seeking compassion, tears, or even attention to herself. No, not for the shock factor, or because she has to. It's because she wants to. This Maryam wants to share her story. This Maryam is the defender of baby Maryam. She is here to advocate for her, take care of her, love her, and most of all, protect her. She is standing in front of this crowd, not for fame of publicity, but to prepare herself for the biggest battle of her life. The battle where she will finally face her molester and hold him forever accountable for the grave sin he has committed towards his baby daughter. Dear Daddy, now is indeed the time for you to admit what you did. And not for forgiveness, because that you will never get from me, but because I want you to validate the wrong you did to little Maryam. The not okay question that you convinced her was okay. This, my dear Daddy, is the time I tell you it's not okay. And daddies do not love their daughters in that manner. And this will forever be my story. Day in and day out, I see you in that little room in my house, weak and barely capable of taking care of yourself. After all these years, I see you finally needing my help. And I lay down on my bed at night, wondering, why do I still lock my bedroom? It only happened once, Maryam. Why are you still so scared? I ask myself. Sometimes I have struggled with forgiving you. But every time I see you, I feel sick in my stomach, and all the memories come flooding back. I can't even bear sit next to you, leave alone touch you, and you're a sick man. You see, Daddy, once a father breaks his daughter's trust and innocence, he is forever a monster. As for all the little Maryams in this room, or wherever you may be, I want you to know that I do this for you. I am speaking for that little girl standing in a corner, afraid to speak and not knowing what to do. I am speaking for that little girl ashamed of herself and not knowing that it is not her fault. I am speaking for that little girl whose dream of being protected by a father are shattered by this experience. I am speaking for that little girl whose innocence is stolen in a split of a second. We do not speak about these things as a community. We do not speak about these experiences. And I want you to know that if I don't, who will? I want you, little Maryam, to know that it is not okay to be touched like that, and it's definitely not your fault. This is no longer business as usual. It is business unusual, because silence will never be spoken here again. Thank you.